Welcome to Shawnee Grows, where I encourage you to learn as you grow. I would like to talk about something that I just wrapped up doing, and it was called the Seed to Harvest Summit, and it was hosted by Seedtime. So I kind of want to recap what's going through my brain as far as the last 5 days. For Team Replay, what are your thoughts about the Seed to Harvest Summit hosted by Seedtime? Tell us in the comments below. We'll see if anyone shows up. Impromptu live, sometimes we don't have a large audience. We have Storms, Radios, and Cats hanging with us. Good to see you, Barry. We have 6 watching. Maybe go ahead and do a thumbs up. Darcy, hello, hello. Darcy was watching the Seed to Harvest Summit with Seedtime. Hello yet again tonight. Yeah, I just thought we would pop on and kind of go through what happened in the last 5 days, because there's people out there that don't know, and I want them to know that they missed out. We're going to talk about the sponsors, the presenters, how do you watch the replay. Yes, all 21 classes, Darcy. I did too. Mushroom Mark, yes, I did. I told you in the kitchen when we were talking about your food and I gave you a hug. Turn on your ears, and I'm not fired. And you should be in bed asleep. Darcy says, I'm in the barn with the goats. Oh, cute. Misfit Mania, hello to you. Welcome to this. I just was in YouTube classes for Seedtime to watch the Seed to Harvest Summit live trainings. So what I want to do is I'll keep up with chat the best I can. I'm going to run through my screens of what am I talking about, who were the sponsors. I can't tell you what they gave away. They gave away stuff every day. And then everybody's channels that they had. It was really good. It was really good information. So, to talk about what it is, So Seedtime was the host for the Seed to Harvest Summit. They had a live training. They did live stream them on their YouTube page. So in the description of this live stream, I have links to this page right here. It's the actual seedtoharvestsummit.com replays, which they're only available until like Tuesday, February 11th, and then they're gone. I have a link to the YouTube page. You can watch them on there, but session 2 isn't on there. I have a link to how to sign up to get the replays, and we'll go through that as we go. So they had all these different sessions. I'm going to talk about who they chose to speak at each session. I'll read to you their title, their YouTube channel. And you might be asking yourself, what is Seedtime, right? Seedtime is Paul and Edwin. They are father and son. Father is Edwin, son is Paul. They're creators or founders of Seedtime. They offer a free planting calendar. What you do is you type in your first and last frost dates, gives you a zone, you type in your seed, the variety, the specific one. It spits it into a planting calendar. For the automated part, you can manually type things in. It goes on the phone or the computer. And then it breaks down into tasks for like cultivating, seeding, bed prep, harvesting, transplanting, things like that. They have a journal. They have access to a classroom. There is a community Facebook group. It's a private group. Once you have your Seedtime account, you would go to the community part and it would give you the password to get into the Facebook group. They offer a store They have books and seeds and equipment. So it's a pretty neat tool. I do not use it, and that is only because I don't need it at this time. That is all the free stuff. There are plans where you can get like a layout. I'm scrolling to see if it's going to show me the layout part. This is all talking about calendar. Yes, you can print your calendar. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll just talk. There are different payment plans. Like that was all the free stuff. You can sign up for the layout piece. So you actually have like a map and you can lay out all the beds that you have or containers or trees or home and kind of plan like when something's going to be in the garden, when is it going to be harvested. It helps you with your visualizing, like succession planning and how to fill a space. If you want to sign up for Seedtime, in the description below, it's going to say Diva in the Dirt. She has a YouTube channel. She has done videos and live streams on what Seedtime is. She has an affiliate link. Hold on. She has an affiliate link to sign up for Seedtime to get your free calendar. Click her link in the description. Miss Sharon, you made it. Where is the name? It jumped. That's right. Live chat, all messages. Welcome in. Glad to see you. You found me. Barry says you can't fire her. She quits to Mushroom Mark. Yes, go get your tea. Sorry, phone said, hey, wife's being cool. I'm going to hang for a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. It gave you an alert. Sure did. Darcy says, I could not get their website working. That's why I was YouTube. What's session 2? Where's session 2? Okay, so you'll have to go to the description and it's going to say seedtoharvestsummit.com/replays. And then you can get to John Kemp, who is session 2. The reason it's not on YouTube, because I also watched on YouTube because I like being in the chat, is because he was fantastic, by the way. He's one of my favorite speakers that I heard. He is in the Amish community. He does have access to using technology, but there's an agreement where he can be live on video, but once that live switches to replay, the video aspect needs to get cut off and it can just be audio. And so you can listen to it, or maybe they removed. I haven't watched the replay to see how they did it, but that's why it's on the link in the description versus the YouTube channel. Duncan, welcome. Good to see you. Scott, hello. Hiya, how you doing? Yes, Misfit Mania says please hit the thumbs up. I'm going to go over the presenters next, I think, or the sponsors. I don't know. I got to look at my instructions here. Darcy says, Duncan, hi from Maine, zones 5A and 5B. Currently it's snowing and negative 10 degrees. Currently I'm in my dairy goat barn with 75 girls. What? I am in Minnesota, zone 5A. And this thing says it's 15 out. And I'm really hoping we get snow on Saturday because I miss it very much. My color of my mug. Yeah, I like green and purple. That's why I wanted to watch it again. Yeah, hopefully you can find it. And then, yeah, that replay is only available till like February 11th on Tuesday, unless you purchased the playbacks, the replays. Let's get back to where am I supposed to be at next? Let's talk about the sponsors. So in order to do this wonderful thing, a lot of help needed. I don't even know how long it took them to plan this thing. It had to have taken a long time. They had School of Traditional Skills. I can show some of these. Some of these sponsors are presenters, so you'll get to see them throughout this presentation. So the School of Traditional Skills is a cool place. I've done free classes with them from home through online. You know what I mean? And like, for example, there's a herb gardening with Bevan Cohen, everyday bread baking with Kristen Nobles, companion planting with Brian Lowell. He was a speaker. Freeze drying with Carolyn Thomas, Water bath canning with Mary Schrader. You might recognize some of these people. So this School of Traditional Skills was a sponsor, as well as Homestead Living. This is a magazine, I thought. Monthly, let's see here. Okay, yes, Homestead Living magazine. I'm pretty sure you pay the subscription for a year, and I'm wondering if you get a magazine every month. I don't know the details. You'll have to look into this. They do have a digital option. I know that from the chat. Looks like they sell books. I have this one, The Daily Sourdough with Lisa Bass. I have that one, and I use it to make sourdough pancakes for the kids. So they were a sponsor. This is Melissa K. Norris. If you've heard of her, she was a speaker. We'll get to that. And then Microbiometer, you guys. Microbiometer was a sponsor. I'd never heard of such a thing. So I'm going to show you what the tool looks like. It's a 20-minute on-site soil test for microbial biomass and fungal to bacterial ratio that allows you to quickly determine the health of your soil. What? You can do it in your own hands. So there's 10 tests in the starter kit. It says $135 to $150. And then the refill test kit comes with 10, it's $90. Or you can get a 50 test kit refill for $360. This is super neat. They were giving one away. I did not win. There was a lot of people. So there's a link to that in the description to the website. So other sponsors, let's see, Earth Medicine we'll look at later. Azure Standard, we're going to come across them. Bootstrap Farmer, Urban Worm. I've had their worm castings and their soil thermometer, which I think is very important to have. Modern Grower, Bug Hunt. I don't know who they are, but they were listed on their sponsor page, so shout out to them. We're going to go over the format. 5 days. Psh, you're crazy. You can have all the snow. We had tornado warnings this morning. Woo! I like that. That's exciting. Yeah, Homestead Living. I don't have a subscription to it. I've heard about it. We're not going to get a whole lot, but the snow, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Luckily, nothing happened. We did get lots of rain. Creeks are up and moving fast, says Barry in Kentucky. Dave Knight. Hi, Shawnee Girls and everyone in the chat. 40 days till spring. Beyond the homestead. Hello, welcome. I'm just recapping some live trainings that I went to on YouTube land in the last 5 days, and where to access them is in the description. We went through the sponsors. So through those sponsors, there was a giveaway. So the format of when you went to the class was Edwin and Paul, the creators, founders of Seedtime, were sitting, or it was Luke, who I think that's his name. He like helps behind the scenes, and he would run a couple interviews in the day because it was for Central Time. It was class at 10, 12, 3, 5, and 7. There were 5 sessions a day. So the format was the giveaway. The guest speaker would come and do the presentation. There'd be a Q&A session. Seedtime would then walk through that planting calendar that I showed, their layout planner, what their plans are, how to access the replays. That was the format. So then if we get into who was on, who were these trainings with, I showed a blip of them, but we're going to deep dive the best we can into this because they're all worth having your attention to. Oh, Darcy says, I'm a member of the School of Traditional Skills. It's less than $25 a month subscription, and everyone who can afford it should absolutely take STS classes. I did a free, it was a couple days, I think, of stuff. I know David the Good was on there. there's all kinds of good golden things in that school of traditional skills. There is a link in the description to go over to that website and look at what they offer. And it's good to have feedback that Darcy thinks it's totally worth it. Crazy Life Homestead is coming on in. Hello, young lady and crazy people. You're just in time to go through all the presenters that spoke at the Seed to Harvest Summit with Seedtime. So let's share our screen. This one, I'm going to say, secrets out, this was my favorite speaker. His name was John Kemp. He is Amish in Ohio, does 25 acres. He had live streamed the video on YouTube on Seedtime. Like I said, it's not up anymore because once it's on the replay, the agreement he has with his community is his video can't be on there. So in order to listen to this, you have to go to the link in the description that has the hashtag replay. So John Kemp is an entrepreneur, speaker, podcast host, and teacher. What I'm sharing is his regenerative agriculture podcast.com page, which is also in the description. I wish he could have a YouTube channel because that's where I watch a lot of stuff, but I'm going to have to come here to listen to what he has to say. So let's see, what he talked about was kickstarting soil, immunotherapy foods. He spoke very well. So he believes in regenerative agriculture management systems that can regenerate profitability, produce crops with inherent resistance to possible infections by insects, bacteria, fungi, nematodes, and viruses, produce food with an elevated content of immune compounds, rapidly sequester carbon, build soil organic matter much faster than commonly expected, restore hydrological cycles, cool the climate, and reduce the water requirement of a crop. So, if we look at most recent episodes, it's growing prescription quality wheat with Bob Quinn, harnessing technology for generative grazing with Jason Roundtree, using systems-based research in regenerative agriculture with Cindy DeLay. So I, of course, took notes during these sessions, but I'm not going to read my notes to you. I encourage you guys to go catch these replays, and then we can talk later. And if you're in the chat and you have and you were in these classes, we can talk about, what did you like? What didn't you like? All the things. So again, the way I got to this was the Seedtime YouTube page. I went to the live stream tab, and they're all on there except for what I just showed you, session 2. Session 1 was Edwin and Paul. Session 2 is John Kemp. That's not on here. So you can still access these, or you can go to the link with the /replays because they're going to disappear. Next, we had Matt Powers. Well, we had David Seltzer next, but he's going to speak again later, so I'm going to talk about him later. Day 3, Azure Standard, David Seltzer, Soil Health. Class 4, Matt Powers, The Power of Biofertilizers. So when I show these YouTube channels, they're going to have links in my description, so you can go check them out. Matt Powers is very scientific to talk about what's under the microscope of your soil. Fast talker. He did write permaculture curriculum for K through 12. So, he has the ability to talk at a basic level, but sometimes he talks pretty quick. Then we had Jared and Annette Thurman. Starting soil health for the beginning gardener was what they spoke about. And they have a YouTube channel called Azure Farm. Here's a blip of their stuff. Dave Knight says, I use my John Deere calendar to keep track of planting and harvest. Yes, I use whatever, I have a homeopathic, naturopathic practitioner office that gives away calendars. The bank gives away calendars. Ace Hardware gives away calendars. I've been gardening for 6 years as an adult, and then as a child, obviously, I helped garden, but you weren't in charge of anything. And I lived in the same place, so I already understand when things should go on the ground for the most part. If I were to move to a completely different location, the calendar from Seedtime would be beneficial to be able to type in. I'm going to change this so you can see me. To type in, where do I even start if I couldn't find a local grower? Now, the caveat to this is yes, Seedtime is worldwide, but for the Southern Hemisphere, their program doesn't have an automated guide for that, since you don't operate on first and last frost dates in Southern Hemisphere growing areas. You kind of like your tropicals, you go on like rainy seasons and stuff. So like you could still use the calendar. You would type in your variety of seed and when you think it should be planted, just to like visually lay it out and to have it. It's not going to automatically generate this is when it should go in. It's still a tool for them. Darcy says, especially Dr. Patrick Jones on all animals. That is from the School of Traditional Skills, I believe. Unique Prepping. Good to see you. John and Kaylee were yours. Crazy Life Home says, I've been busy putting up shout outs for y'all. Love you guys. Crazy Life Home says, I signed up for the summit but haven't had time to see any yet. Yeah, you'll have links in your email. The replays are only available until Tuesday, February 11th, and then they'll be gone unless you purchase them, which there's a link for that in the description if you're interested. 76 pages of notes. I know I'm almost to the end of a notebook. It was interesting because you really kind of learn like what you like in a presenter, and we can talk about that too if you want. What are your guys's pinpoints of what you expect in a presenter? So to present something, we're talking about like me looking at the camera, interacting with chat, the sound quality, if they're exciting to listen to, how does their PowerPoint show, as far as images and words and size of text, like all of that comes into a factor. So tell me what you expect from a presenter. People are saying hi. Is there a question here? Darcy says feed stores give calendar magnets. Yeah, and then like truck companies that haul feed give away calendars and magnets and stuff. I'm looking at a site with that name, but it's $298 a year and each class is additional. So yeah, she was talking about, Darcy was saying there is a monthly fee. So I wonder if what's $298 divided by 12. And then interesting, each class you have to pay for, and then you have access to it forever, I imagine. So Scott, you might want to look for when they do the free thing again and just like get a taste for it. Please hit the like button and help my channel grow. Appreciate it. Yes, we are looking for watch time hours. So if you want to binge watch, play a playlist, that would be greatly appreciated. Share this out. I thought that it was on the website Shawnee showed. There is an option for monthly payments, Darcy says to Scott. Go back to Matt Powers' website. You want to see Matt Powers again? He has books that are wrote in like an educational factor. What do you want to look at? Wow, it keeps putting me in the wrong there. I like when I'm down here. So this is Matt Powers, Regenerative Soil and Permaculture. He's got links everywhere to things. He sells books. He sells classes. He's the one that looks at soil under a microscope. He has a really cool backstory. Oh, he had John Kemp on here, you guys. No, I'm going to have to save that for later. I really enjoyed listening to John Kemp. Oh, I'm glad I came back and saw that. I don't know what you wanted to see, but hopefully Crazy Life Homestead, you can see it. I do have his link in the description. For you, Radio Jonesy, I'm so glad you came. Okay, so I'm really sorry the wallabies ate your garden. there is a guy that I'm going to get to in this that talked about like furry pests. And I was trying to get his attention in the chat because they made a joke like, oh, elephants in some people's gardens and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, the wallabies in Tasmania are eating the flowers. What do we do? But he couldn't address it. There was too many people. But he did a really good job overall of talking about the different categories of what you need to consider in furry pest management in gardening because there isn't one answer. Zach is unique prepping. And yes, Radio Jonesy Talk, is that the channel you want to promote? We should get him some watch hours. Go on over and subscribe. Thank you for showing a playlist thing. He looks like Zach. Oh, all right. I get you. Which state is John Kemp on Mott Powers? Oh, okay. So I'm still on it. 3 weeks ago. It's under videos. 3 weeks ago. It says regenerative agriculture and the health crisis. Ooh, with John Kemp. So I didn't have to scroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ago. Does that make sense? Yeah, somebody share the channel, Radio Jonesy Talk, and get over there and check him out. Okay, so where did we leave off? We talked about Azure Farm. Okay, next is Luke. Luke was there. Everybody know who's that is from M.I. Gardner? So he talked about, let's get this off of here. Go back to comments so I can keep track. Oh, Luke Marion from M.I. Gardner. Find a cure, don't add a Band-Aid. Here's what his YouTube channel looks like. So he spoke a lot about, I mean, a lot of them really spoke a lot about soil health, because that's kind of what it comes down to in all the categories of things with gardening is soil health. So that's what he spoke about. And then we had a lovely lady named Anne Exetta Scott, and she spoke about creating community with your garden. This is her YouTube channel, A Farm Girl in the Making. She's a little spitfire, talked about a farm that teaches people how to grow and how to sell to the community, how to get gardening in the community. She has the same idea I have when we spoke on Unique Prepping's channel about gardening and mental health. Therapeutic horticulture is the way. There should be gardens all over, okay? Next was the School of Traditional Skills. So I can't remember the guy's name. I didn't write down the guy's name. He talked about the prepared garden. So they do put little blips of stuff on their YouTube channel. These are just like short. What does their lives look like? Okay, so they're pretty like you got to go to my website, which we showed earlier. Sometimes they offer free stuff, and then we have Dakota Cohen talked about permaculture for the home garden. So how do I explain what he talked about? You'll have to just watch it. I don't know if I can explain it. Like setting up, because there's different like zones when you're talking about. Join me as I explore how you can buy, design, develop, and manage land anywhere in the world to provide for your food, water, shelter, energy, and needs in a way that's good for people, the planet, and our future. Correct. So buildingyourhomestead.com. I did not link that, but I linked his YouTube, and you just get through it in the about page. He like helps you set up your land. So it makes sense, right? We also had Justin Rhodes as a presenter. His topic was the chicken garden miracle. He does a lot of videos. He has books. Their about page doesn't really say much. He has Abundance Plus. We had Cody and Michelle Knox, which are from the YouTube channel More Than Farmers. I highly enjoyed their talk, their speaking. Their title was "Can You Really Grow All Your Food?" Now they both talked and they let out all these different failures that they went through, and that was kind of the best part of it, is to hear what didn't go well and kind of how how they learned about it. Trying to figure out what we're talking about with the Josh. I don't know. Oh, the name of the guy. Yes, thank you guys. I bet you that's right, because I couldn't tell you. So I liked the way he spoke. You can tell. Did anybody ever talk about what they expect in a presenter? I feel like I shouldn't say anything publicly about people in the presenting because it takes guts to do it. But I definitely could say things privately. Radio Jonesy needs a garden like Fort Knox. I'll show you the guy here soon. We'll get to the guy. He'll teach you how to keep them out. You've been to the STS summits before. Yeah. Would you do it again? Let's see. What does this say? Sustainable homesteading that brings the family together, doing it yourself. They spoke a lot about not doing too much at once because that's what they did. Trying to make our own maple syrup. Simple swaps to spend less at the grocery store. Grow a year's worth of food. With this seed order, we might have to watch that later. So the next, where's the button? The next presenter was, oh, I skipped Noah. I have to go find Noah. This is Earth Medicine. It's an organic microbial fertilizer. I'm not going to say much about it. Here's the website. Do your own research. But I just realized I don't have a tab open for, unless it's the next one. Nope. I completely skipped over Furry Guy. Let's see. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel. I just was trying to find everybody right before the show. So his name's Noah Sanders, and he spoke about how to manage furry pests. And I don't know how to. Does anybody know if he has a YouTube channel? He had a website, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's not Noah. I don't know. Let's see if the chat knows. Darcy says, I'm doing 3 summits this week, including the one we just finished. What? Are they all free? Or are they summits that you had to pay for? Radio Jonesy says, yes, we waited all season for our bulbs to flower, and after falling for 2 days, they got all eaten. I know. I told you, electric fencing, man. You couldn't find Noah? Okay. Do I dare flip through my notebook right now to see if I wrote down a website? Let me... Ooh, wait. She might have it. Redeeming the Dirt, Noah Sanders. Let's try that. He was worth listening to for sure. He really broke down like all the things you have to look at when managing your furry pests. I'm gonna have to put the link in the chat or in the description. Oh, because I didn't. Okay, let's move you. After, before, okay. Here. I'm gonna have to remember to do this because I don't think you can edit it while you're live, can you? All right, I'll share. Crazy Life Homestead wins. Okay, Redeeming the Dirt, Noah Sanders. Like I said, I'll put a... Oh, we didn't write anything in the about? Come on, man. Well-watered garden. Well, he did a really great talk on the managing furry pests. You guys will have to watch it either on the Seedtime YouTube or the replay link. This next speaker, his name is Brian Lowell. Insect pest management in the garden was his topic. It was pretty much talking about companion planting. He has a YouTube channel called Next Level Gardening. He also has a channel that used to be called Next Level Homestead, but the name changed to a different name. There is a link for it. It still says Next Level or Next Level Family Homestead, but I thought it changed when I clicked on it. He's been a gardener for 30 years, 10 of which I was mentored by a University of California certified master gardener. Now that I'm in my 30th year of gardening, I'm using YouTube to share stuffs. Something about someone told me that he used to work for Disney, but I don't know if that means like he did the gardens for Disney or what. And he must do, yeah, I bet you there is classes on School of Traditional Skills with Noah. Darcy says, thank you for inviting me to your chat tonight. Plus, it's the first live chat I've seen from you since I started talking to you 5 days ago. Thank you. Yes, Darcy. I don't have a live stream schedule based on my lifestyle. I just kind of pop in and out when I have the time and energy and have something to say. So I appreciate you coming here. Always catch the replay if you miss one. South Florida Sunshine, hello. Thank you. Yes, I am live. We are doing the recap on the Seed to Harvest Summit by Seedtime. Links are in the description. I'm going through who presented. We had Jill Reagan from Whispering Willow Farm. Her topic was Sustainable Solutions, Organic Pest Control. She's a family of 6, more intentional, from scratch lifestyle, growing your own food, raising animals, baking, cooking, everything homemade, committed to slowing down, living authentically, and sharing our journey with family and friends, and all of you here on the internet. So she does have a shop and a farm school, and you might see her collaborating with other creators. Check out her information. We had this channel who I've just recently found, Brianna Bosch, the Plastic-Free Garden. So what she has to say is very interesting. Her YouTube channel is called Regenerative Gardening with Blossom and Branch Farm. She does have a course linked. I know she just built wooden trays, if I remember right. Yep. Building the wood seed trays that she showed on her presentation. I liked the flower content that she was showing, but then she was where when I was doing my live stream about planning a garden or garden planning checklist, she had the ideas for getting rid of the grow bags and plastic seed trays and stuff. You know, she uses soil blocks and she talks about burlap and wool, and she was a good presenter that we had. And then Audrey Crawford talked about growing tomatoes A to Z. The whole spiel was on tomatoes. Her YouTube channel is Audrey's Little Farm. She is in zone 9, if that helps anybody. She has a free guide for vegetable planting schedule and chicken keeping checklist. Looks like she has a blog and all sorts of other links. I had never met her before, so it's always fun to go to these things and meet new channels. And of course, like I said, one of the sponsors was Bootstrap Farmer. He spoke about seed starting, setting you up for success. He talked about a lot of the different products they have. Audrey was the tomatoes class, yes. So that would have been 17. Live training 17, Audrey Crawford, growing tomatoes A to Z. Somebody was lost in the shorts in the bed. Carol. Oh, she's saying, please make sure you all hit the like. Yes. Okay, so then we have Melissa K. Norris, top garden crops for food preservation. So she spoke a lot about like root cellar talk and what crops to grow to store, easy way, the hard way, fifth generation homesteader. She's the one that has that magazine we spoke about earlier that sponsored this summit. She's been around a while. Pacific Northwest, I think, is where she grows, but I don't know what zone it is. Somebody was saying it was zone 6 in the chat, but I didn't, nobody verified that. This lovely lady is always wonderful to listen to. Kaylee Richardson from the Honeystead spoke about top 5 medicinal herbs for your garden. She's fantastic, full of knowledge. She's got websites for workshops, speaking events, online courses, ebooks, shops. She's writing a book, and I can't wait till it comes out because I do enjoy her brain. You can't, that's not weird, right? You can say that about people. Homemade honey mustard. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, she's big into bees, big into apothecary. She's going to go to school soon for things. It's great. She's great. This is David Stelzer from Azure Standard. He spoke twice, 2 different live trainings. This most last one was growing grain on a small scale. The other one was like soil health. And Azure Standard was a sponsor. So if you don't know what they are, there is a link to their website, Standard of Healthy and Abundant Living. They've been doing this for a long time. It wasn't until 2021 that they were able to offer their company deliveries in all 50 states, which is huge. I think he said it took 30 years or something to get to that point. Go ahead and see if there's a drop zone near you. You can look at who they are, what we do, where we deliver, what's on sale. I mean, you name it, they kind of have it. So, if you have you watched any of the live trainings? If not, catch the replay before they're gone. The link is in the description for free event email list. Like you'd sign up for the email list and then they'll email you the links to stuff. And then there's a separate link that I put if you just want to get on the replay page, seedtoharvestsummit.com/replays. They're only available till Tuesday, February 11th. They are also on the Seedtime YouTube page, except for training 2, which is my favorite of them all. You have to go and listen to it on the replay thing. And then let's say you're not going to get it done in time and you're like, well, maybe I should just purchase the replays. You can do that. You can go to seedtoharvestsummit.com/lifetime, which is also in the description. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do you mean? What are we talking about here? So the platinum package, they have a sale. You get lifetime online access to all the recordings, which is 21 presentations, the audio, the script, the live chat log. You get a physical flash drive with all of that on it shipped to your door. If you don't want it to be in internet land, you can have a physical copy. And then there's bonuses like the home gardening courses, bonus sponsor session recordings. So what happened is they reached out to all these people and they got so many that only 21 we see, but there's other people that did a talk, and in order to see that, the secret recordings, you have to buy one of these packages. And then there is a 30-day money back guarantee. So the platinum package was what I just spoke about. You can do 4 payments of $49.95 or pay $198. Now the gold package is digital access only. So you don't get that flash drive and you don't get access to the bonus secrets that I have no clue who's on the list, who spoke. secretly, I don't know. I have no clue. So we also have this lovely website, Shawnee Grows, that I am working on, and I am not a web designer. So there's just, bear with me here. There's a lot I got to figure out on the back end of this, but I do offer a planting guide for square foot gardening, A to Z for free, and then for printable, downloadable PDFs that have a price is Build Your Salad Garden and Planning the Garden Checklist. Planning the Garden Checklist goes along with our live stream. It helps you fill out what you need to fill out. And if you would like to stay connected, you can enter your email here and possibly get some newsletters. And when we have products, at some point I'm having trouble figuring out how to put a t-shirt on the website, but I will figure it out at some point, right? And then I would like to talk about Diva in the Dirt. This is the link I have in the description where she did do video about Seedtime. She had live streams talking about Seedtime, Seedmas. She has the link in the description for signing up for the free event. She has the link in the description to sign up for Seedtime itself. If you want the free calendar, if you want to see what they're all about, that's what her affiliate link is in the description. Oh, Gandalf made it. What are you doing here? Hi. Peace. We're kind of at the end. Let me figure out where I'm at in the chat here. Maybe there's a bunch of stuff to talk about. Maybe here? Jess definitely got her start trays and pots from Bootstrap. I remember seeing those bright colors and was like, oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of mine are from Bootstrap Farmer. Otherwise, I have Epic Gardening. Yes, Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm, which I need to catch up on her content. I'm a little behind. Melissa Norris is in Zone 6B, Washington State. Okay, thank you, Darcy. Carol agrees that Kaylee has an amazing brain. Darcy says Kaylee Richardson is awesome. She's getting her herbal medicine certificate in Virginia. Yes. Radio Jonesy says boomerang. Just saying. I got you. I know. Carol says also an amazing eye for design. I remember her first videos in her gorgeous greenhouse, the Honeystead. We said hi to Gandalf. Is Steve in here still? Misfits Mania. Are you going live tonight? I'm almost done with my live. Yes, she already has. She already is also an RN2, I believe, right? I've been to Kaylee Richardson's farm in Virginia. Whoa! Plus, I'm doing her herbal medicine clinic. That's amazing. Hey there, Radio Jonesy. How are things down in the real Bikini Bottom today? He said that the wallabies ate all the flowers, which makes me very sad. It's hot in Tasmania. So I love that you said that. It's funny because when you make a website, you do stuff and then you push publish. Well, the stuff I did, I don't know how to undo and fix it, so I haven't clicked publish. So thankfully the published version looks great because I don't know how to fix the problem I've caused myself. So yes, please support the the community and support the channel. Well, you are kind of in that zone, Hades. We take after you all. We are coasting into spring here, not ready for the summer heat. Carol says to Radio Jonesy. Wix, W-I-X, is the website builder I'm using. And it's user-friendly for the most part, but I'm just now in a place of, what did I do? Yeah. And Darcy says, you're doing great. I have not even begun to try to post my video to YouTube or a webpage as I'm not a computer person. I use my phone to film videos or shorts, edit videos and shorts, and post videos and shorts. But to live stream, I'm using a laptop and a monitor and a headset and a keyboard and a mouse. the funny thing is I don't know who knows this, but this is my third channel. And it's sticking good. Shawnee Grows is my third attempt at having a YouTube channel. The first two had to do with gardening kind of, but it was more vlog style and my kids were in it and I took it all down. And then I tried doing like cooking content and I realized real fast not happening for me. Can't stand it. Kaylee Richardson also just moved her mother and grandmother to the homestead. It's good seeing them all together. Use phone for everything. Yeah, I use the app called YouTube Create to edit and upload to YouTube. And I do it all on my phone. And it's just an Android phone. I don't have an iPhone. Problem with life, the undo or back button, control alt delete still work. Yeah, it's like, okay, I think I deleted something that I wasn't supposed to. Um, the the layout doesn't look like what it's supposed to. Since I've gone out and back in, I can't like undo things. It's just stressful. First channel, second name though. Yeah, this is the third. If you didn't, yeah, you didn't know that. Shawnee Grows is my third attempt at having a YouTube channel, and it has stuck well. I'm enjoying the time we have together here. What? Let's see here if we did everything. Like what you see, don't forget to subscribe from our gardening chats. Check out the description for all the links to the articles, but I need to add that furry hunter guy, Noah, to the description. I cannot forget that. What have we're almost to an hour. That was the goal here. Crazy Life Homestead says, I've used my phone for years. Radio Jonesy says, I use phone at the moment because my computer died. What? When did that happen? Darcy says, my 19-year-old twin boys will be setting up the pages for me at some point soon. Crazy Life Homestead says, on the build site, do you see PC, tablet, phone? Yeah. Yeah, it has the layout for what it's going to look like on each device. Oh, then you can try out their tech support and let us know. Anne's Place says, hello, lovely people. Hi, Anne. We talked about this lovely thing called Seed to Harvest Summit, and it was hosted by Seedtime. I just recapped who the sponsors were, what was the format of each live training, and who were the presenters. So it's something you can access for free currently, either on Seedtime on YouTube, or there is a link in the description, and it says seedtoharvestsummit.com/replays. Now the free replays are only available until I think Tuesday, February 11th, and then after that they'll be gone unless you purchase access to them, which we also talked about. And the description of the plans is seedtoharvestsummit.com/lifetime. Again, check the links in the description. It has all the YouTube channels of the people that spoke. Oh, Silly Lily just dropped in to say good morning, afternoon, and evening. Hey, we're coming to the end here. We're just going to do an hour since it is, I got to do stuff tomorrow. Miss Sharon says I can't use my phone for much. Oh, Darcy says, is that all 21 speakers plus Paul, Ed, and Zach? I don't know what we're talking about. Is that where? What? Oh, what does this say? Hoping I feel better than I have been to go live tomorrow. I want to start going a bit earlier. All right. You were sleeping and missed all of it. Well, good thing replays are available forever. So, catch the replay to see who we talked about. I didn't get out my notes that I took during class. I wasn't reading you my notes. You'll have to go watch the replays and then we can gather and talk on another date if we want. Jack Beanstalk says, Shawnee, everyone, hello. Popping in late. Only second time here. Missed the last one. Great show. Welcome in, Jack Beanstalk. Darcy says exactly. Radio Jonesy says coming up to 3 p.m. Friday here. That's right. Saturday mornings are rough. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's good to see everybody coming in. Thumbs up. What do we got? Does this tell me? It's not. I'd have to refresh it. Appreciate everybody coming in. Yeah, we Darcy filled a notebook. A lot of the people I've heard before, and a lot of the concepts I've heard before, but there was little pieces here and there where I was like, okay, yeah, I like that, And it's 6:55 a.m. on a Saturday. I would be sleeping for sure still. Okay, 18 watching, 9 thumbs up. We could do better than that. Everybody go find your thumb. Up or down, I don't care. Please help Shawnee Grows hit those replays and get her watch time hours up. She is on her way to her first level of monetization. Yeah, check out a playlist. Share the content with someone who you think would like it. I tapped the whole 5 days on my phone. Yeah, it was for my central time, 10 a.m., 12 a.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. So it's feed everybody, go do class, do a chore, feed everybody, go do class, do a chore, feed everybody, go to a class. Because I didn't want to miss any of them and have to watch them later because I feel like I wouldn't have caught the replay. And so glad that I got invited to it. The reason I heard about it was Diva in the Dirt. So again, check out her channel. Links are in the description. Her links to sign up for Seedtime are in there. Her links to sign up for the summit is in there. So you can get the emails to everything. You go to work all weekend. I'm not going to see you live this week. That's sad. But I mean, you got to work. I get it. Thanks for the heads up. I'm keeping you all to myself, says Anne. Oh, that's funny. Diva in the Dirt. I have it in the description is the word. That's the word I was going for. So you would at Diva in the Dirt is her channel. She goes live with South Florida Sunshine. Miss Sharon usually puts links in the chat. I could do that, I think. Why isn't this there? It's yep, okay, Sherry did it. We're good. Then you can just click it. And then there's the Seedtime affiliate link. Foxit Outdoors, good evening. You have missed the whole show. We're almost out here. 2 minutes. If you haven't heard, Cliff, there was this beautiful thing, live trainings for free called Seed to Harvest Summit. It was hosted by Seedtime. They are on the Seedtime YouTube channel, but they don't have my favoriteest one on there. The live training number 2, John Kemp, because he's Amish, and once the video's on replay, it needs to be taken down and go to just audio. So you would have to go in the description of this live stream, and there's going to be a website link that says seedtoharvestsummit.com/replays. And that's where you can find session 2, Kickstarting Soil Health with John Kemp. We discussed the sponsors, the layout, the format, the participants. You want to catch the replay, but Cliff had good information for gardening. Chitty chat. Diva is precious like you, being up on all the cool things going on YouTube, a verse. Radio Jonesy says, maybe my Monday, your Sunday, I'll go live. Okay. Yeah, just, do an hour, do 30 minutes, do 20 minutes. I don't know. Last time was fun. By the way, the beach was awesome today. Very refreshing. I am not a beach gal. I am the forest only. South Florida Sunshine says, yes, I am live usually Friday night, 11:30 Eastern, and Diva in the Dirt is live Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. I want to start at 11 Eastern and see if it works. Then maybe 10:30 Eastern. Yeah. Find a spot that works. I get that it's hard to limit how long you're live for because lives can sometimes go for 4 hours, and that makes it for a very difficult morning the next day. And it's hard to say goodbye when the conversation's going and a lot of people come in when it's later at night for whatever reason that is. I get it. So wonderful goal of yours to um, adjust the times, right? So I want to encourage everyone to grow every day in every way. Learn as you grow. Catch the replay. Check the links in the description. I will go live at some point. Again, there's a whole page of stuff we could talk about. See you around.